Alright, so the last problem from this section is defining a function when you're given the graph. Now this can be a little tricky, but the ones that I've assigned for the homework are hopefully pretty straightforward. They deal with mostly horizontal lines. So, for this particular one, you're looking at where the graph changes really to determine the cutoff. And again, what you're focused on is x values, okay? So, clearly the graph changes right here, right? Up here it's a horizontal line up at where y equals positive 2, and then down here it's a horizontal line where y equals negative 2. So you're going to start, obviously, by writing your f of x, and that equals. Okay, so, again, you may actually find it easier to actually start with the if statements. Determine where it changes. Determine your ranges, and then try to figure out what these functions should be. So, we know that if x, for this line, x can be less than or equal to 0, right? Because this dot is saying that it's included, and then this graph represents everything to the left here, which are all negative values. So, if x is less than or equal to 0. And for this one down here, that's an open dot, which may not be totally clear, but I promise it's an open dot. And then everything for this line is where the x values are positive, but it does not include 0. So this will be x greater than, without the line, 0. Now we just have to figure out, okay, what are the functions that go here? Well, since these are horizontal lines, anywhere we go along here, if we go to where x equals negative 2, the y value is 2. If we go to x equals negative 4, the y value is still 2. So wherever we are for this range of our graph, whatever x value we pick, we should get a y value of 2. So this function is 2 positive if x is less than or equal to 0. For this side of the graph, anywhere we go on the positive side of the x-axis, if we go over to where x equals 2, the y value is negative 2 at that point. Same thing goes if we go to 4. Y is still negative 2. So anywhere we go on this side, where x is greater than 0, y is negative 2. Okay? And there's no x involved because whatever we plug in for x, we get the same value out for y. So we don't actually include an x value in these functions. Hopefully that's clear. Please let me know if you have questions.